Imagine pouring billions into AI only to watch your product fail nearly half the time, not because your models are bad, but because your product thinking is. That's what's happening right now in Agentic AI, and I promise we're about to get honest about it.
If that makes you a bit uncomfortable, good. I'm Madhumita Mantri, Staff Product Manager at Walmart Marketplace, and I've seen firsthand how AI-powered systems can save or lose millions. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on why most companies will get AI agents wrong.
Here's the headline. Deloitte says 25% of Gen AI using enterprises will be piloting agents in 2025. But the real jaw dropper, Salesforce found these agents only get single turn tasks, right? 58% of the time. And when it's a multi step process, success drops to 35%. That's a lot of hype and a lot of wasted opportunity.
So let's skip the agent washing and get to what actually works. In the next 17 minutes, I'll show you why agentic products are a whole new ballgame, share the agent framework I use to avoid disaster, reveal how to make human-in-the-loop workflows scale, and tackle the one question that separates AI winners from losers.
We'll get candid about why non determinism isn't just a technical quirk, the real reason most agent frameworks don't matter as much as you think, and exactly where the PM white space is hiding. Ready? Let's dive in. Let's rewind to a story that completely flipped my mental model. I was leading the rollout of a real time risk platform for sellers. Beautiful rules engine, totally reliable until leadership asked, can this be fully autonomous?
That's the classic pivot, right? We all want the system that just works. At first, it felt like a no-brainer. We had the models, the data, everything seemed lined up. But I didn't realize how massive the leap is from deterministic to agentic. The first time our shiny system wrongly flagged a legitimate seller. It hurt. Revenue lost, trust shaken, and a 9% failure rate suddenly looked catastrophic.
Exactly. 91% accuracy sounds fantastic until that 9% comes with real world consequences, like someone's business getting frozen. It forced me to see non determinism isn't a bug, it's a constraint. Most PMs still haven't internalized that.
And it's not just us. Sendbird's analysis says 80–90% of AI agent projects fail, and it's rarely because of the LLM. The real culprit is product infrastructure that doesn't adapt to how agents behave in the wild. Funny enough, most of the debate online is still, which framework is best, when the real question is whether we've even framed the product right.
You know what helped me stop repeating those mistakes? I built the agent framework 5 pillars that actually move agentic AI from flashy demo to production ready product. It's been road tested in fraud systems handling millions of events, so let's dig in.
Let's start with autonomy boundary. Most teams treat autonomy as all or nothing, but real-world agentic systems are a spectrum. The best projects map each agent action on a matrix of stakes versus reversibility, so only low-risk, undoable stuff gets full autonomy, while anything irreversible always needs human eyes.
That matrix becomes your autonomy policy, it's your safety net. Next up, guardrail architecture. Block lists and filters are fine, but agentic systems need deeper layers. Intent guardrails, action guardrails, and most neglected, outcome guardrails that can roll back if something goes sideways after the fact.
And then evaluation pipeline. Static metrics will straight up lie to you. Instead, trace-level scoring, adversarial testing, and real-time drift monitoring have to be built in from day one. If you're bolting this on just before launch, you're already behind.
Fourth is non-determinism management. Instead of fearing uncertainty, you route low confidence cases to humans, design for idempotency, and build deterministic fallbacks for critical flows. Uncertainty isn't going away, your job is to engineer around it.
Last pillar, trust calibration. Over-trust and under-trust are both deadly. Show your users the agent's reasoning, let them override decisions easily, and make their corrections feed back into the system. That's how you drive real adoption, not just compliance.
And these pillars aren't just a checklist, they reinforce each other. Skimp on any one, and the whole system is at risk. That actually reminds me of all the framework debates I see online. I know everyone's obsessed with CrewAI, LangGraph, AutoGen, each has its strengths. CrewAI is lightning fast for prototype orchestration. LangGraph is all about granular state control, and AutoGen shines in hardcore research chains. But here's my hot take. Your framework choice is the third most important decision.
That's a spicy one. And honestly, I see why. If you're not clear on whether agentic architecture even fits your problem or if your evaluation pipeline is missing, no framework will save you. Get those right, and suddenly the tool becomes almost a footnote.
Exactly. The real race is on observability, tooling, LangSmith, BrainTrust, LangFuse. Whoever nails agent observability at scale will win massive market share no matter what framework the agents run on.
But what hardly anyone is talking about is the white space for PMs. Most teams are so fixated on smarter agents, they ignore the human-agent handoff. The PM who figures out seamless, trustworthy human-in-the-loop playbooks? They'll be in huge demand over the next few years.
So let's land this with 3 things to actually do this week. First, map your agent's action space, grab that 2x2 matrix, and define autonomy boundaries before you even touch a PRD. Seriously, block 90 minutes and get it done.
Second, audit how you evaluate. If your current approach would ace a static test but whiffs on multi-step failures, that's a gap. Set aside 2 hours, pick one critical agent flow, and run an adversarial test.
Third, design a trust signal. Find the action your users are most skeptical about and sketch out the smallest explanation UI that could shift their confidence. Doesn't have to be a finished feature, just get it in front of a user and see what you learn.
So, here's the big insight. Agentic AI products rarely flop because of bad models. They flop because we keep using deterministic product thinking on non-deterministic systems. The PMs who win in this era are the ones who redesign their entire playbook for uncertainty and trust.
Try that autonomy boundary mapping this week and let me know what you find. I want to hear from you, especially if you're skeptical about my take on framework wars. Find me on LinkedIn, grab the agent framework one-pager from the show notes, or check out my Maven course for a deeper dive.
And next week, we're tackling the holy grail. How do you actually measure AI ROI? I'll break down why most frameworks miss the mark and why there's more to value than productivity gains. Until then, keep building products that matter. And remember, your real edge isn't trusting the models, it's designing the smartest systems around their limits. Thanks for listening to Product Mastery in the Age of AI and ChatGPT.